you know what the best thing to have in the world is? Is it the best car? Do you think it's having the best job?
No.
Well, I'm actually here to tell you that confidence is the best thing and the most sexiest thing to have in the world. Confidence isn't about the things that we have or the things that we have accumulated in this life. It's actually about who we are on the inside and how we truly feel about ourselves. Study shows that even with a bunch of women getting cosmetic surgery, it still had zero to no effect on how they truly feel about themselves or how they truly feel inside. Don't you think, after all, confidence is really about how deeply you know yourself? I am confident now because I know myself very deeply now. Before, I had no idea who I was and I was just trying to fit in so I can be accepted and I could get validation from other people. That's how I was filling my cup back in the days. I never once thought that I would be able to sit here and tell other people how to be confident because I was never the type to even have this much audacity. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and as you can see from today's video's title, we're talking about how to be confident. And I am here to share my story about how my limiting beliefs were holding me back for years, and those same limiting beliefs were making me feel unworthy for years. So it was actually blocking me from reaching the things that I wanted for so long. But before we get into this video, I'm gonna give you guys a second to subscribe if you already haven't. Okay, did you do it? Thank you. All right, so now let's get into the video. I'm here to tell you that you are worthy. You are lovable. You are enough. You just have to stop listening to that voice that keeps telling you you're not. And you need to stop comparing yourself to everybody else 24/7. Other people's journey has nothing to do with you. It was until I realized that not having enough confidence is actually what's holding me back. It took me 5 years to actually start this YouTube channel. If I started this 5 years ago, I probably would have blown up already. But that's fine. I'm not doing this to blow up. I'm just doing this to add value to other people's lives. Confidence could be what's actually holding you back from the dreams that you have. And if all of us walk around in this world and have a lot of confidence, then think about it. There will be no hatred in this world. Everybody will love each other because we all love ourselves. So that's where it comes from. If you do really love yourself, you're never gonna hate on another person. Confidence is key. And if you don't have that, you basically don't have anything. I'm so sorry to tell you that, but you don't have anything because you're sitting there all the time and just doubting yourself 24/7. So you're just gonna sit there in your thoughts and miss out on all the opportunities that are right in front of you just because you don't have enough confidence to go and achieve them. But most people don't know how to do it either. Like, for example, you can use all the resources that you want on how to be a mother, for example, but then you're not gonna be a mother until you have a kid. So, you know what I mean? You have to be in a situation and take on the role in order to be the thing that you want. So confidence is most likely what's holding all of you guys back. Life is a mirror, and the way you look at yourself is how everybody else sees you. The way you perceive yourself is how everybody else perceives you. So if you think that you're unworthy, then everybody else in your life will also feel that. Energy is very contagious, and sometimes before you even talk or speak, your energy will speak for itself. So if you already feel that lack within yourself, trust me, everybody else will be able to see that in you, and then you will wonder, why does everybody treat me the same way? It's only because the way you are seeing yourself is that way, so everybody else is also picking up on it. So now I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit of story of me in middle school and how I was the most insecure person alive. In middle school, I was a fat kid who had acne, and I would make sure to make myself feel as unworthy as possible. And I mean, I would tell myself these stories like continuously about how much I'm not good enough, how much everybody else is better than me. I would compare myself to my friends 24/7 because they would be getting a lot of attention from guys, from girls even, that were intimidated by them. And I would just continuously make sure that I am hurting myself as much as I can in my head. And I would just say, no, well, look at you, you're fat, you're overweight, and you have so much acne. That's definitely why you're not getting any attention, because attention means love, right? That's what I used to think. And I'm here to tell you that's not love. But That's how I used to think. I used to think that just because I'm not getting attention from guys, or my friends are all getting it, then that must mean that there's something wrong with me. I needed the validation of other people to feel good about myself, because to me, if I didn't get that feedback or that attention or that validation, then that must have meant that I am absolutely not worthy and I'm just not it. All the external things. Meanwhile, there was so much things inside me that obviously people would see as well. Like my kindness was always, those things weren't the things that I would take into value. No, because those things weren't the things that I was getting attention for or validation for. And while I was friends with these group of girls that were beautiful, that had everything so perfect within them externally, I would continuously compare myself to them. That because they got a lot of attention, I would just say, okay, well, they're getting all this attention, that must mean that they're so much better than me, that they're so much prettier than me, that their bodies are so much better than me, and in every single way they're just better than me, and you're just not it. Like, you are fat, you're ugly, you have acne, so obviously no one's gonna like you and no one's gonna give you attention. So this was literally the thief of my joy. And when they say comparison is the thief of joy, that's exactly what they mean. Your value is something that's internal. You cannot control other people. You should not place your value into external things and how people perceive you, or what feedback they're giving you, or how much attention they're giving you. Because at the end of the day, we cannot control how people feel, what people will say, and what people will do. The only thing that we're in control of is ourselves and how we view ourselves. You cannot place your value into the feedback and the type of attention and the validation that you're getting from other people. That is not how this works. At the end of the day, we cannot control people's opinions, emotions, or what they say. Whatever they say and do has to do absolutely with themselves and nothing to do with you. Your worth comes from yourself, not from other people. Because trust me, 5 years later, when I'm the same man, the same woman who would bully me and call me all these things, are now calling me, giving me compliments left and right. You should remember how you treated me back then when I was not this pretty. So external validation is not it. Because now I'm just like, oh, so now you're only here because I look better compared to who I was. And they all come to me saying, you glowed up, you glowed up. Confidence is also something that's going to be gained over time, because over time you get to know yourself, what you like, what you don't like. And think about it, the most appealing people are the people who really know themselves. Their energy just speaks for itself. They're so confident in who they are that they're not coming from that lack vibration. They love themselves, they know what they want, they know what they don't want. They will never put themselves in situations that doesn't serve them, or situations that makes them feel unworthy, because they know their own worth. I feel my most confident when I'm helping other people, or when I'm actually putting and adding value to other people's lives. I feel most confident when I'm doing things that I'm talented in, when I'm doing my job that I'm good at, doing things that actually make me feel good. My value doesn't come from how much compliments I get in a day or how many Instagram likes I get in a day. What makes me feel confident internally is actually way better, because that way I'm competing with my own self. And I'm looking at what makes me happy. I'm not putting my happiness into the hands of other people and trying to be accepted all the time. Not put your value into other people's hands in order to get approval or validation or attention. It's gonna be temporary. You can post this Instagram picture, get 1,000 likes and feel good for like an hour or whatever. Or you can go out, look good and get a bunch of compliments, and you can feel good about yourself for 5 seconds. But what about when it's gone? Who's gonna fill your cup then? Think about it like this. This is my cup, and if my cup is constantly being poured by other people, oh, attention, Instagram likes, this, that. Well, what about when these things aren't there to be poured into this cup? Who's gonna fill it then? Right? You're gonna sit there and say, oh, well, I'm not getting attention from anybody, so that must mean I'm not worthy enough. That must mean that I'm not good enough. Exactly how I used to think every single day. So what I'm telling you guys is to fill your own cup. Do things that make you feel worthy. Fill your own cup, so when somebody comes and insults you, instead of complimenting you, you're not dying or thinking about that thing for like a month and crying over it. because that way you're not putting your value and who you are into their hands. Real confidence is not saying I hope they like me and I hope they validate me. Real confidence is saying that it's fine even if they don't like me, even if they do insult me, even if they do hate on me. That's still their opinion. That's still their perception. They're still projecting their own insecurities onto other people. Never take anything personal because everyone's shit is their own shit. Stop trying to compare yourself to other people and stop trying to be like other people so you can get confidence. That doesn't work like that. You can't just be like, okay, well, this girl looks like she has a lot of confidence. I'm gonna go imitate her hair, her jokes, the way she acts and everything that she does. You can do all of that, but you still won't be her because we are all different for a reason. If we were all the same, might as well make robots, might as well make clones. Power relies on how unique you are. Your power is basically being you. Nobody is you, and that's your power. Comparing yourself and trying to be like other people, you're simply giving away your power. And once you give that away, everybody can feel that off of you. At the end of the day, it's not about whose hips are the widest, whose hair is the greatest, whose body is the nicest, whose, I don't know, eyes are the best. It's not about that. Looks will fade after a little bit. It's about who you are on the inside. And I promise you, once you're following your passions and once you're following what you're good at and actually makes you happy, you will shine. Your energy will just speak for itself because you don't need to be begging for validation. So don't compare yourself. Don't try to be like other people. Just be you. Be you. There's so much magic in just being yourself because being yourself is completely different than someone else's being themselves. Because we're different for a reason. We're all unique for a reason. We all have different ways of being compassionate, different things that we're good at. And we just should follow that instead of trying to be like each other. Because you probably have traits that this other person doesn't have. We all have things that the other person doesn't have. No one's gonna be 100% alike. Be honest with yourself, that's key. And it takes time to be truly confident. And I'm not saying fake it till you make it, no, but try pouring your own cup. Try giving yourself the love that you deserve from other people. Because I promise you, if you keep chasing these temporarily void-filling habits by getting validation from men and women that probably don't even give a fuck about you, they're just saying what you need to hear to get what they want. Your worth, know who you are, and stop comparing yourself to other people. No one's journey is the same as the other. And comparison is gonna get rid of your joy. So don't do that to yourself. It's not worth it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up because just do it. Yeah. I love you guys so much. Until the next one.